Okay, so here we're going to take a flight around Lake Nancy, and it's currently in flight. As soon as I start, we're going to be flying right towards Lake Nancy, and we'll take a look and see what kind of sights we can find. So there I am. I was a pilot there. Don't know the lady, but I was a pilot. Okay, so here we go. We're in this little aircraft here. And you can see on this map right here that literally this is Lake Nancy right here, and here's the plane. We're going right for it. So let's go back outside the plane. Okay, here we come. So we are flying right towards, look at the cursor, I'm pointing it here. So this is Deep Lake coming along over here. And right over here is like the Wood Lake Resort area, that little bay. Got that little point here that was in Deep Lake. Turn the plane a little bit. And here's the big point, and we used to fish a lot in here, as we know. A lot of walleyes and stuff in that area, and we're coming up to Shallow Lake here, and Big Lake over here. And right up in here is where the cabin was, right down, right in here was, well, right about here was the cabin. And you had these little bays here that we used to fish for sunfish on, and so we'll start to turn, but here's Big Lake right there. All the Big Lake. Right out in here was a great walleye spot. And so then we're going to come along. And there's a real treat coming up here, if you remember this at all. We're going to come up into this area here where the top of Big Lake, right in here, let's see if I can zero in. One of these houses here was Crash Williams' place. Remember Crash Williams? He was the one that was really good at, well, crashing pontoons. He was expert. He was quite the stooge, I'll tell you. Quite the stooge. Okay, so we're flipping around again, and we are going to come back around, and we're going to fly over Deep Lake again, but then we're going to go over Shallow Lake, and we're going to go back into the bay behind that and take a look and see what's back in there. So here we go. Okay, so we're coming through again. Okay, so right in here is Shallow Lake. Again, over here is the cabin. This is the island. And then back behind Shallow Lake back here, a lot of good sunfish fishing right in this area here years and years ago. Many years. Decades. Bordering on centuries. Over here is the Eagle's Nest where I'm cursoring right there. And so right in here, this is interesting, I'm going to pause it. Right in here was the old abandoned cabin. I think this was where it was. And it's newer updated maps and stuff, so now it's a nice cabin that's been rebuilt or something there, I think. But that's where that old cabin was, right there. And then I remember way back, going back in here with a little one boat, going in here and portaging and stuff back into this little pond that was back here. I'm going to fly over it. And I actually remember catching some bass and stuff way back in there. Now let's tilt her over. So here we come. Well, here's that little pond thing. And then right by the pond is this road. This is the dirt road right here. And then it used to split off, and you could take this direction or go straight. I think we usually used to just go straight on the dirt road. But so up ahead of us here is going to be the Namaquagan River, as you can actually see it flowing through the woods and stuff here. But that was the way we took to the cabin there. So then if we kind of follow this road, I'm going to pause it right here because I think right there. So right down here was that bridge that we used to take across the Namaquagan River whenever we were coming. Sometimes we'd stop if it was a good time to do it. Remember looking down in the water and seeing bass and stuff down there. And here's that curvature. I remember me and my friend Pat Russell, way back, we ended up somehow getting out here. I think where did we go? I remember, but I remember we actually camped in a tent here one time in this area, and it was crazy. I remember there being a dragonfly underneath the tent in the middle of the night. I couldn't find where it was. It kept buzzing periodically and kept me up. It was freezing cold. It was horrible night of sleep. One of the worst ever. But if we keep following the road here, then this road will lead us out to the main highway. I forget if it was 60 or something that was out there, but so we're floating along here. Again, there's the road we took as we were coming into the Navatagan area before getting to the cabin. And so pretty soon we will see that main highway. In fact, I think I can see it right there. There's that intersection we always used to be relieved when we got up to the cabin. It was like, oh, finally we're making the turn. And there it is. There's even a car right there. And I'm not sure who that is, but there they are, a couple cars there. There's some cars driving on that road. There's the turn. There's another guy. I think he must be drinking a little bit. He was off to the side, almost in the weeds there. But yeah, so that's, and then off in that direction, up far enough. If you go way up there, up in this area, you're going to find Danbury. So, yeah, but anyway, that's it. So, and there's me right there. And this is some woman. Don't know who she is, but she was in the plane with me. So that's about it. So kind of a fun, nostalgic trip around Lake Nancy. Take care.